Okay guys, welcome to yet another episode of We've Gone Fishing. We're down on the syndicate after last week's, last couple of weeks' catastrophes really. As you probably all know, it's been frozen, non-stop. It's done my head in. I mean, where I am now, there's still an iceberg floating in front of me. So I haven't got my rods out at the minute, but I'm just waiting for it to move past because the spot I want to fish is right in front of me. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the iceberg to float past. But I mean, I've been going out, just sat next to frozen lakes for the last week. Came down here, it was sort of 6-7 centimetres thick with ice. I mean, I probably could have walked on it. And then, the canal was frozen. Club lakes are frozen. I think most places were frozen solid, so absolutely gutted about that. I don't know about you guys, but it's been doing my head in. So yeah, we're down here now for 24 hours. I'm going to try and get one out. I'm quite confident actually, because the spot that I'm fishing has been doing a lot of fish recently, and I've had a walk around the lake already, but there just isn't much going on. The wind's quite strong, there isn't much signs of carp, but I mean, it's the same situations as the last episode I did on the syndicate, where the wind is ripping down the lake, and down that end it's more powerful, and up that end it's more powerful, but right in the middle here is sort of quieter, and there's a few good spots that my mate was catching on next to me last time we were down here, and I'm very near to where I lost that fish. I lost the fish down there, but there's plenty of, there was loads of fish down here last time, so I'm quite confident today actually. I think we'll have a good episode. Sorry I haven't got an episode out quicker, but just with the lakes being frozen and that, I thought I'd do a better episode. So yeah, basically that's what's happening. I've put a few boilies out with the old stick. Just while the ice is floating through, just to rest from a bit, not for long, but at least a bit resting. But I mean, I'm going to get the rods out, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Run you through the rigs I'm using. Something slightly different to what I usually do, and that's purely because the other day when I was down here and it was frozen, I smashed some ice in the margins. I looked down and put my boot in the margins, and literally in the margins on that side, like right close in, there's about that much water and about that much silt. It is so silty, so leafy, and I thought, well, how the hell are they going to see my hook bait? So what it seems to be, this water is a sort of snowman water or chod water. So basically my rig that I'm going to be using is a snowman rig on one rod and obviously a chod on the other, so slightly different to what I like to do and what I usually do. So basically the rig it's a blowback rig with a shrink tubing on there, just following, basically the shrink tubing is in line with the rig ring, so then you just got that claw effect. Bit of putty on there just to sort of, when the fish picks it up, that's just going to provide weight to make the eye heavy. Rig ring, size 8 mugger hook, end trap, dark matter putty, and a bit of shrink tube in there, but that's strip backed, and then the putty meets it where it doesn't strip back, so you can see that there. Then a reasonably long hair with a snowman rig on it, like snowman setup. That's a mainline high vis pop up and a crab and krill boilie, and that is it basically. Devastatingly nice rig. I mean, that's perfect. That is gonna take hold and absolutely nail them. Then I'm fishing that on a, I don't know, you may have seen Danny Fairbrass doing it. It's just basically a leg clip down to a fluorocarbon leader, but with no tubing, just like that, and then a quick change swivel, so that if the fish gets caught up or whatever, he can shake his head and that leg clip's gonna fall off. If I crack off or snap up or whatever, or he snags me and the line snaps, it's all safe and efficient. So yeah, that's going to go with a little bag of Little Gems pellets, Hinder's Little Gems pellets, and I've also scattered some other boilies around while the iceberg was going through, so there's probably about 70 to 80 baits there. Well, no, less than that, I don't know how many, probably 50 baits or so. There's quite a few out there, but I'm fishing 2 rods over that spot, so I mean, I'm quite happy with that. And I'll top it up maybe later on before I go to bed. We'll see how it goes. But that's basically this rod, and then the other rod is basically a chod with this tiny mainline pop-up on it. So I think it's a 12mm pop-up, and I'm going to be fishing that on a chod. Small baits, bright, should do it. See if I can produce a fish. So it's been quite a while since since the competition, and I haven't told you the winner yet. But that's purely because I haven't been out. People have been asking me when's the competition winner going to be said. Well, now it is. So the winner of the competition for this pot of beetle, there it is, liquid gold, was Sam Coles. So basically, you've won that. Congratulations, mate. Just get in touch with me, or I'll get in touch with you, whichever one happens first. Just send me an email on YouTube or on Facebook, and just let us get in touch with you. You send me the details, I'll send it over. So yeah, basically, well done, mate. Spot on. Thank you so much for everyone who subscribed and supported the competition. It was really good support, so well pleased with that. And yeah, hopefully it won't be too long before we do another one. So keep your eyes out, keep a look out, and see what happens. There should be another one, not next episode, episode after that maybe. So but yeah, keep an eye out. Who knows what I'm going to do on. So yeah, cheers guys. Get back to you in a bit. Nice one. Okay guys, so it's getting on for the evening now. It's about 6. I've had a consistent amount of beeps throughout the afternoon. It's calmed down the wind quite a bit now. You probably see it's quite calm. It's a beautiful red sky. But yeah, it's weird. It's a weird feeling. Earlier on there was no signs of fish. The problem with this lake, when the wind gets up, because it's so shallow, it hits it really hard, and of course you can't see any fish, and it's quite a job to find them. But I ran down to the island just now, and right by the island, about 2 foot off the island, just underneath some trees, there's a silt patch, and I was watching it, and put a boilie in, just the one boilie in, and suddenly bubbles just started erupting. I think there's only 1 or 2 fish down there. I wouldn't say the bulk of fish are down there. I'd say, to be honest with you, they're pretty spread out between the lake. There's been signs, just bobbed there. There's signs up and down. They're sort of spread out, but definitely there's a couple of fish lurking down by the island. So in the morning, if they're still there, I will move down that way. If the wind isn't too ferocious, that is. But that was quite a good sign, just because it shows they're moving about. So I was quite pleased with that. But as far as here goes, nothing yet. So we'll have to see what happens, see if we can get one. I think there's a good chance to get one in the night, so yeah, I should probably see you in the morning. Okay then guys, well, good morning. Hate to be saying this again, but last night I had nothing. It's getting on my nerve now. It's annoying. But I mean, I've just walked down the lake either side. I've just literally woken up. I've walked down the lake, and it's just, there's no carp showing. I just don't think they're having it at the minute. You know, there hasn't been, I mean, I've only seen 1 fish, you know what I mean? I mean, they haven't topped, moved, you know, anything. They usually are quite active fish in here, because it's so shallow, you can even see where they are, even when they're not being active, but they must really just be sat somewhere, like, not moving. So today's a bit of a bummer really, because we're putting a plan together to go out and catch them. I don't know really. I think I'm gonna have to sit another couple of hours in this swim, cook breakfast and that, have a cup of tea, just watch the water for a bit, see what the bird life does, and then move. That's a really good tip, that, watch the bird life, because last week, no, the week before when I was on the syndicate, episode 17 or whatever, 18, when I was down here, there's a group of seagulls just flying around in circles, and they just would not leave the area, and one's doing it now, and it resulted in the fact they were diving down onto the water and then getting spooked off. And basically what it was they were diving onto fish, trying to get fish, but they're too big for them. So mate cast a rig onto it because it was in his swim, not right in his swim, and he had a take straight away. So watch the bird life. If they're just diving happily as you like, don't worry about it. It's just them just eating food off the bottom. There's like no fish there, but I mean, if they're trying to dive and they're getting spooked or whatever, that's spot on. And that noise you can hear, that kept me up all night, that did last night. Bloody geese. But yeah, basically, it's going to be a tricky one, this one. Okay then guys, well, it's probably getting on for about 9:45 now. I've made a move into a swim called the Haunted Tree. I was going to move down to the island, but my mate rang me and I spoke to him and he said, you know, in this condition, this is what they like, because I haven't fished this lake that much when you think about it. So I'm still getting to know what the fish like, so I mean, apparently they're holding this area, and as soon as I put my rod out, I've had beeps already, so who knows, I could get one. I've literally just bought my rods, barrow with a bag, some PVA and all that, so just tackle. Left the bivvy at the other end, just to remain mobile really. So if I sit here for a couple of hours, don't have anything, I'll move on down to the island, and if I don't have anything there, I'll just slowly back pace up and keep going until hopefully I get one. I mean, basically we're going to make it happen instead of waiting for it to happen. We're going to try and spur on a bite. I mean, I'm fishing the same stuff, one on a chop, one on a snowman, but just trying to find the fish. At this time of year, especially after the frozen water, they're not moving about much, so hopefully we can find them and hopefully bag one. Okay then guys, well I'm probably one of the most happiest men in fishing at the minute. I've just literally banked a 22.3 it was. Common, absolute stunner. Probably just seen the pictures, absolutely stunning fish, really pleased with that. Worked so hard to get a fish and I knew there was nothing wrong with what I was doing. But yeah, no, it makes all the time worthwhile, so maybe tomorrow we can have some more. Literally I was just starting to pack up and I was about to say to you guys it's the end of the session, and finally we nicked one in the end, so spot on guys, well pleased with that. So that's a PB common as well, it's my biggest common I've had. 22.3, it was 21.12 but now it's 22.3, so not bad, well pleased with that. Alright guys, so I suppose I'm signing out now, all the rods are in, I'm packing up, so I shall see you tomorrow I suppose. Well, not tomorrow, you'll see me the day after, but you know what I mean. So yeah, thanks for watching, cheers guys.